Hi, I'm Annika Johnsons from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go! Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Door County Girl. I'm here today with my friend Tonda at Thyme, which is new here in Sister Bay. They had a different location, but we'll get into that in a minute. And Tonda and I are sitting here enjoying a little, she's having a glass of wine and I'm having a tiny shaka, which all you weed smokers out there, this tastes just like weed and I don't even smoke it, but I think it's tasty. Anyway, woohoo, come to Thyme and have some tiny shaka. Anyway, cheers, Tonda.
Cheers to you, Annika.
I'm so excited about your new business. You're going to have to tell me now. So we got to kind of start somewhere. I'm going to go way back.
Way back. All
okay,
right.
So when you first got here, you started working elsewhere. So I'm going to let you take over and let people know your history a little bit. Yeah.
My husband, Karl, and we actually weren't married at the time. We came up here in '95. A friend of ours told us to come to Door County. We had no idea what Door County was about. We came in March of '95 and we absolutely loved it. And so we came and worked for the summer of '95. We went back, we both were in school at the time. We went back and forth, kept coming back to Door County. In '98, we got married. Right here in Door County in Sister Bay, and we worked at the Mission Grille, which is where we started, and we got married right there, and then we started our management positions. We were at Mission Grille for about 20 years, 18 years.
And you were front of the house?
I was the front of the house manager, and my husband Karl was the executive chef. His brother worked under him, was his chef. So kind of a family affair. And yeah, and we love the business. We loved the business.
And it was a cool idea there. I mean, it was a Catholic church a long time ago, and then they renovated into some kind of 50s diner in the beginning.
Exactly.
But then they renovated it again into more fine dining, and then into the Mission.
That's right.
Which is in Sister Bay, right across from Ace Hardware Store, if everybody knows where that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, so then what?
Karl, we really wanted to buy that business, and we were running into some snafus.
Oh yes, we know there was the snafu, and the snafu was, we all sort of know what the snafu is, and we probably can't tell you what the snafu is, but they had their hearts set on this place. I think that they were being groomed to own this place and run this place and run it and own it.
Well, that's what we thought.
That was going to
too.
be your baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
exactly.
the snafu happened,
the
people.
Snafu, exactly.
Snafu. Okay.
So Karl was had decided, enough of this. I am going to do something different.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, heartbreaking, and he was. I mean, we both were heartbroken, but. He left in in 2014. He left and went and sold wine for a company that sells wine. So his territory was Northern Door and Sturgeon Bay. So he didn't have to travel a whole lot, but he worked for the wine company for 3 years. And at that time,
and what were you doing in that time?
I had stayed at the Mission. The first year, I continued to manage. We got new chefs at the Mission Grille, and it just wasn't the same.
Right.
It just
People get used to something a certain way, and they
Exactly.
enjoy going to this place because they want to get something special. And Karl was the kitchen.
Karl was the kitchen.
He was the
Karl
kitchen.
and Brian both had left that
Yeah,
year.
so they were running that, and everybody's used to delicious this, and they're coming for that, and now it doesn't exist.
Now it doesn't exist.
Right.
Exactly. So
I know.
lots of disappointment, and you know, for that season, it was a hard season to watch that restaurant that we had built.
It's
you
your
know,
baby.
Yeah, it was our baby, and then just it's incredible how fast, you know, something can happen
Yes.
in a business like that.
Yes.
So, but we had started doing catering a couple of years into the mission, managing the mission. We had started doing some catering, and we continued to do the catering. We loved the catering. We were good at it. Even when Karl was working, when he was selling wine, and Brian was working at his new job, and he would come aboard with us, and we would still do catering jobs. We did that for the mission for 2 years.
Okay.
And then in 2017, we decided to go out on our own. And we had booked events in 16. We had bought this property in 16, and with the intention of putting our catering kitchen here.
Right, and this place used to be called the Rail Fence.
Right.
And I had a couple chairs caned here. He was like
Yep.
an antique deal, like kind of an antique guy, but he did a lot of recaning and furniture repair, things like that. Neat place.
Yeah,
and a
it
nice
was a
building.
cool place. I
Yeah.
remember it when I first came up here.
I mean, the
remember it.
layouts was nice then too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said that it then sold to someone else.
Sold to somebody else. They were a couple from Beloit. And
Dragonfly.
the Dragonfly Gallery.
Yep,
And
I bought
it
a couple
was-
things here then
Yeah,
too.
it was a cool gallery,
Yep.
and she had beautiful gardens
Yes,
all over.
and the lady was really nice.
Really
and-
sweet.
Yes.
Yes, but then they just weren't. You know, she just didn't want to be up here. Her husband was still working in Beloit, so she didn't want to be up here
It's
by
hard
herself.
to be here year round. yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So we bought the property, like I said, with the intention of doing the catering kitchen here, and ran into some more snafus. You know, it was really property things, you know, septic, you know, things like that. So
And there was a little fire.
yeah, that was last
You
year.
were living here.
Yeah, that was
And there was a
last year,
fire.
and there was a fire. So we needed a kitchen in 17 to do our catering.
Right. Because you already had your
Because we had our
booked. Yeah.
our things booked in 17. I mean, so Maxwell and Braze, Pasta Vino was at Maxwell and Braze.
And that's in Bailey's
In
Harbor.
Bailey's
If anybody doesn't know, Max Welton Braze is a golf course / they have condos there, right?
There's condos there, and
then a
then there's a
motel.
lodge.
Yeah,
Right,
it's-
exactly.
It's a really nice
Right.
place.
And
it's just
an
hard
event-
to make it go there.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's really hard. They have a beautiful event center, so you know, a lot of weddings
Yes.
there.
It's gorgeous there.
It's cool,
and it's
the
old
history.
school, quaint.
Yeah.
Yes, and the back patio, and they have a pool. I mean, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
So that lease, Pasta Vino wanted to move back to Sister Bay, where their other restaurants were. So they were letting go of their lease at Maxwell and Braze, and Karl and I took over that lease.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed the kitchen to do our catering. And with the kitchen, the upstairs kitchen, the catering kitchen, came a restaurant
Right.
downstairs. So here we are again,
Here you are
back in the
running.
restaurant business, running a restaurant again.
Trying to do both.
Trying to do both, exactly.
Yes.
But it was it was a fantastic 4 years there, and the owner there is wonderful.
Yes, they're a great family.
They're
I've
wonderful.
eaten there at your restaurant when it was Thyme there. It was
Yeah,
fabulous.
yeah,
I
thank
loved
you.
everything.
Thank you,
I mean, I've
Monica.
eaten there. It's delicious. You had a great wine selection.
Yeah.
Again, it was really a nice place. It just was really hard to get
Hard to get people there. It
I
was-
don't know why.
Right.
It seems like Bailey's Harbor is more booming now.
It
but-
is, but it's
you're off the beaten. You're just a
Yeah.
little bit up the road, and it's just weird that no one
It's
wants
weird.
to stop there.
5 minutes off the beaten
Yes.
path. It's like people.
It was like a hidden gem.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. If we could just get it out there that it
Yeah.
is a hidden gem. So last summer, about this time right now, we had a fire in our basement here. Karl and I live here on property, so this was our, our residence. So we had a small fire in the basement on this side of the building. So nothing really was damaged in our apartment. It was just a lot of smoke damage.
Yeah.
So with that, we were kind of displaced for a couple of months, and we had the place on the market to sell it before the fire. And a friend of ours, who is now our business partner here, and the architect doing all these
Which
wonderful
I
things.
have to say, it's striking.
Thank you.
It had the
Yeah,
original framing already, but the way he switched things around makes it even
Right.
more special.
Right.
And it catches my eye, and I was a little bit creeping around before when no one was here and they were sort of building. Took some pictures because I want to rip my farmhouse down and I want to put a smaller building up.
Sure.
And, I really like
The
how
open
Yeah,
concept.
like that barn kind of look, but it's more low and modern. I like that.
Yeah,
Open
yeah,
concept.
open
But
concept
what a
things.
beautiful design he did.
Yeah, he's great. So he came to us, and he not only is an architect, he's a local guy. Well, local Wisconsin. He's from Luxembourg. And
Yeah, tiny little Luxembourg.
Tiny little
Luxembourg Casco.
right. He came up here and worked for us at the Mission Grille. He interned for an architect up here when he was in school, going to architectural school. He interned for an architect here, and then he needed some money, because when you intern, you don't really
Sure.
get paid. And he came to us at the Mission, and I hired him as a bartender. He had never bartended before, but he caught on really fast, and we became really good friends. And we've been, we've just remained friends throughout all of these years. Tim then went to San Francisco, started his architectural business there, and he met a friend, and they started also a wine business, and they made wine, and they have all of these
And what was the name of the
cases
wine business?
1211 is the
1211.
name of
Yep,
the wine.
I've seen their wines,
Yeah,
1211.
Yeah, and that's what the wine bar's name is here at
Yeah,
the
when
property.
I was here the other day, 1211 was doing a big delivery, and I was trying to get them to put the flat in the back of my El Camino. It was a no-go.
It was a no-go. Yeah, we just had about 250 cases of wine
Yes.
delivered. Yeah. So, so it's all California wine, but he wanted ties with Door County in Wisconsin. So he said to us, knowing what we did, and he said, don't sell that property. We're going to do something great with that property. So now here we are in the middle of it all.
Now, is he a silent partner, or is he just the architect?
No, he's a partner.
Okay.
We own the property and the buildings
Right.
together.
Uh-huh.
The businesses are kind of separate, but really we're going to operate it as one business.
So when you say the businesses are
the
separate,
1211 is
Gonna be the wine
store right, and they have wine, beer, and some picnic provisions.
Okay.
So they don't really do food. When the
so
rest
people can come here and
Mm-hmm.
purchase like a wine store, a liquor store, like a little bit like that, where they can take it with them.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
You don't have
yeah.
to be here. You can take it with you.
You can take. No, not your wine. You can't on a cup.
You can't buy
because
bottles of wine?
We can't buy. You can buy bottles of wine and drink them here.
Oh, you have to drink
Drink
them
them here
Okay.
because of the licensing and all
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So so 1211, and when we open Thyme, which is going to be the building over there, the restaurant, and it'll be about 30 seats inside. We'll probably be able to seat about 100 people with all the outside seating.
And which is, when you bring outside seating up, we always joke about this.
Isn't it funny?
How
I know.
come Door County all of a sudden invented outdoor seating? It's always been beautiful here, and none of us have ever thought to have outdoor seating.
I
Everybody
know.
wants to sit outside. It's so nice out. Look at her beautiful property.
Right, and last year with COVID, when we were at Max, and I thought, wow, this is, are people sitting outside because of COVID, or are people just sitting outside because
They want to.
I mean, we had an incredible summer last
Oh
summer.
my gosh, last year was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have much rain, and I mean, look at the weather. It's not
Right.
so hot where we can't sit here.
Exactly.
And you do have some shaded areas, and
Yeah,
even the
we
dining is a
do.
little shaded over there.
Yeah, and actually we're going to do a structure like this, so we're going to put the sails,
Yeah,
so
shade
there's
helps,
kind of-
like
yeah,
umbrellas
it sure,
and shade.
It sure does.
We'll talk about a little bit about these big Kwanzaa huts over here. I heard they're
Yes.
called the Hoop House.
That's the name. We've, I guess that's what we've come up with the name. But yeah, the Hoop House that's basically, it's an extension of our restaurant, and we're going to hold a lot of events here. Is what we can seat up to 99 people in the building right now. We're hoping to move forward with the number of people, but that's just a
So someone
logistic.
could contact you, and they could
Mm-hmm.
cater themselves a party here in the Hoop House.
We would cater for them.
Right.
We would do the food.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you would do the
we would
food,
do the
and they could
food,
have it
and we
here in
would
this-
do the wine, the wine and all that.
Do you hear that, people? This would be an
Yeah.
awesome location. I think this is so nice.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty great. It's a pretty great property. We love it.
Well, with so you're open now.
Yes, the wine
And
bar is open.
The wine
now.
bar is open. We're having some drinks here, and there's some people enjoying some drinks. It's a little early, I know.
Yes.
But people can come here. What are your hours?
Wine bar is open Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're dark on Wednesday, and then Thursday through Saturday.
And
11 to 9 o'clock.
11 to
is
9
the
p.m.
wine.
And then you do offer like a little bit of poo-poos. I call them poo-poos, like small plates
We
right now
do.
because the kitchen's not open.
Right. In the wine bar, there's some provisions. There's some great Wisconsin cheeses, some local sausage, wasitas in there, and some local crackers, all Wisconsin. And that's kind of our concept overall, is that we source locally as much as we can, produce, cheese, Door County Creamery cheese is in there.
Sure,
so,
local.
Right, local. If not local,
We
Door
try.
County.
We try.
Local
and
Wisconsin.
what we talked about
and we
was
try.
local,
Exactly.
meaning there's so much more local available now.
Yeah,
Before it was
it's
very tiny.
very tiny.
Now you can sort of pick and choose
You sure
a little
can.
bit.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
my friend Jamie ate here, she's just raved about your sliders. And what was the other thing?
Grilled cheese.
The
So
grilled
we're
cheese
doing-
and the sliders.
We're
yeah.
doing grilled cheese project every day during the week. We don't do Fridays and Saturdays here because our catering business is,
Sure.
we're really busy with that on the weekends. But we do both grilled cheese project, so it's a lot of gourmet grilled cheeses.
Yum.
And the slider sideshow is what Karl has called it.
I love it.
So, and that's a lot of gourmet sliders.
That's
so,
awesome. The
Yeah.
grilled cheese show.
The
Who doesn't love
a
grilled
lot.
cheese? And there's a show of them here.
Right, we're in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah. And when you open up your restaurant, it's going to be very similar to how Karl cooked at the Mission, because I mean he's got a style.
Yeah, very similar to, and even if anyone was at the restaurant at Max, there's a lot of things coming from that menu at Max. Not so much entrees, which was a lot of what Mission was dinner, but
Full-on dinners.
Full-on dinners. But now people want to eat
A little bit.
here. People
Lighter.
want to taste,
Yeah.
and want to taste different things.
Sure.
So we're going to do a lot of small and medium plates. We will have entrees, for those.
Do a lot with. I like the spicy food, and
Yeah.
you have a lot of good spicy food.
We do.
I like that.
Yeah, we
Not
do.
everything is spicy because that scares people.
Right.
But it's not that
Exactly.
kind of spicy.
No.
It's delicious spicy.
Right. It's not.
Yeah.
Hot burn your right.
No, it's delicious.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So.
I love this whole area.
Yeah,
It's
we're
so
excited
nice.
about it. It's a little confusing right now to people, and we're hoping that we want to draw this. It's going to be, it's one business is how we're
Sure.
now
And this is
thinking
like a
of it.
little
Yeah,
sneak peek
it
of
is.
like Tonda telling you what's going on here, because this is stuff to look forward
Exactly.
to. I know it's the middle of the summer, almost getting towards the end of the summer, but you'll be open in the fall.
We'll be open in the fall, and actually it worked itself out well. Our catering business is so busy right now,
Yes.
postponed.
And it's hard to get help right now.
And
you
hard
can't-
to get help, exactly.
Yeah. Everybody needs people
Right.
up here. We don't have our J1 students who we love.
Know who we love.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, we rely on these kind of things. We
Yeah.
don't expect these kind of things,
No,
I understand.
It's different. It's a
Well,
different
I think
time
it's
up
going to be
here.
phenomenal.
Thank you, Annika.
Everybody should share
Thank
this
you.
video with their friends and come and check out Thyme. And I congratulate you to your new building.
Thank you so much,
Cheers
Annika.
to
Cheers to
Chakataka for Thyme and Tonda, Karl, and Bradley. I just love the whole idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're excited about it.
Well, thanks for another episode of Door County Girl and tuning in, everyone. And don't forget to like and subscribe on the corner here. And you can find out more great things about Door County and my cool friends like Tonda. So we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.